Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This defense for the Patriots. It's terrific last week in the season opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's 2nd and 9. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over with his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go up top again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now back to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for it all. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
And got his man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
KJ Hamler.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
sets at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. He'll look to throw. It's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's a bulldozer, and he's taken down inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll drop to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
Mike, 45. 18 40 smash. Silver.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check. 45. Come on. Back to 60. Whoa. Check 52.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Pollard going to try the right side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man here, the tight end, Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run on first down. Pollard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Pollard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A.J. Dillon punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. His his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Patriots are on their way to a 2-0 start. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Flushed out right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 12. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Pats, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a trip to Vegas next week for a date with the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.